Testing sound check. Check. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Testing sound check. Check. Audio check. 1, 2, 3. Sound check.
Mute. On. So, ito lang ang pipilitin ko. We are requesting everyone to settle down. We will be starting in 2 minutes. Everybody, please settle down. We will be starting in 30 seconds. We shall now begin our proceeding today. We are requesting everyone to please rise for our opening prayer to be followed by the national anthem.
Let's put ourselves in the holy presence of the Lord. Almighty God, source of all truth, justice, and wisdom, we humbly come before you at the opening of this meeting of the Committee on Justice. We acknowledge, O Lord, the solemn duty entrusted to us by the Constitution and by the people we serve. As we take up matters of grave national consequence, particularly the impeachment complaints now before this committee, we ask for your guiding presence among us. Grant us clarity of mind, integrity of heart, and courage of conscience. May we be guided not by passion, prejudice, or personal interest, but by a steadfast commitment to truth, fairness, and the rule of law. Help us to listen with open minds, to speak with prudence and respect, and to deliberate with sobriety befitting the seriousness of our task. Remind us always that our actions today will shape public trust in our institutions and the future of our democracy. May we be instruments of justice, not vengeance, of accountability, not division, and of peace, not discord. We entrust our proceedings to you, O God, and ask that your wisdom prevail in all our decisions for the good of the Filipino people. Nation. On your guidance. Amen.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay.
Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting. Sa manlulupi, di ka pasisingil.
Sa dagat ang tulong, sa simoy at sa langit mong lugaw, may lilag ang tula at awit sa pagdayang ni...
Bawat buitag,
Please be seated. The meeting of the Committee on Justice is hereby called to order. The committee secretary is hereby directed to call the roll.
Thank you, Your Honor. Roll call of the members of the Committee on Justice. Honorable Attorney Gerville Jinky Beatrix R. Luistro. Honorable Mauricio G. Dumogan. Vice Chairpersons Mauricio G. Dumogan. Attorney Danilo Danny A. Domingo. Jennifer A. Lagbas. Alfredo A. Garbin Jr., Brian Poe, Jose C. Alvarez, Jonathan Keith T. Flores, Isabel Maria J. Zamora. Regular members, Aniela Bianca D. Tolentino, Laarni Lavin Roque, Franz Vincent F. Legaspi, Emigdio P. Tanhuatco III, King George Leandro Antonio V. Collantes, Ana York P. Bondok, Loreto S. Amante, Jose Joboy S. Aquino II, Joel R. Chua, Ernesto M. Junicio Jr., Arnan C. Panaligan, Lordan G. Suwan, Patrick Michael D. Vargas, Emerson D. Pascual, Munir M. R. Bison, Janice Degamo, Bienvenido M. Abante Jr., Jude A. Asidre, Bernadette S. Barbers, Rufus B. Rodriguez, Chino Miguel D. Almario, Micaela Angela B. Swansing, Ramon Rodrigo L. Gutierrez, Maria Renee Ann Lourdes S. Batibag, John Attorney J.P. Padiernos, Terry L. Ridon, Alan U.T., Renee Luis M. Co., Jose Manuel Tadeo Chel I. Diokno, ex officio members, Jefferson F. Konghun, Virginel G. Bayron, Hil Cabarangay Jr. Acosta, Edgar R. Erice, Antonio L. Tinio, Jesus Manuel Bong C. Suntay, Journey Jett V. Nisay, Jose Bong J. Teves Jr., and House Member Rolando M. Valeriano. Nabanggit ko yan. With 23 members of the committee and 6 ex officio office members present. Your Honor, the roll call shows that 23 members of the Committee on Justice and 6 ex officio officers responded to the call.
Thank you, COMSEC. With 29 members responding to the call, the chair declares the presence of a quorum. Good morning, my esteemed colleagues. To our deputy speakers, majority and minority leaders, vice chairpersons, and fellow committee members of this Justice Committee. Isang mapagpalayang umaga sa ating lahat. Today, we are called to perform our sworn duty and to exercise our exclusive power as mandated by the 1987 Constitution, that is, to initiate all cases of impeachment against high-ranking officials of the Philippine government. Once again, the Committee on Justice of the House of Representatives is tasked with ensuring that the highest public officials of the land are accountable to the people in accordance with the constitutional mandate. Public office is a public trust. Ito po ang unang impeachment proceeding sa 20th Congress. Ang unang impeachment complaint, De Jesus impeachment complaint, ay inihain noong ika-19 ng Enero ng kasalukuyang taon ni Attorney Andre R. De Jesus, isang ordinaryong mamamayan. Kalakip nito ang resolution of endorsement mula kay Representative Jett V. Nisay ng Pusong Pinoy Party List. Ang pangalawa namang impeachment complaint, Maza et al. Impeachment complaint, ay formal na inihain noong ika-26 ng Enero ng kasalukuyang taon ni Liza Largoza Maza, Teodoro A. Casino, Renato Reyes Jr., Attorney Nery Colmenares, at 32 pang iba. Kalakip nito ang endorsement mula kina Representative Antonio L. Tinio ng ACT Teachers Party List, Representative Sarah Elago ng Gabriela Women's Party List, at ni Representative Renee Co ng Kabataan Party List. Both complaints were officially referred to the Committee on Justice on January 26, 2026. Ang respondent sa dalawang reklamong ito ay ang ating Pangulo, President Ferdinand Bongbong R. Marcos Jr. With the indulgence of our distinguished members, the Chair would like to open this meeting with a brief background of how the impeachment powers of Congress before we proceed with the initial deliberation of these impeachment complaints. As I mentioned earlier, the Constitution gives the highest regard to the accountability of public officers. This is readily apparent when the entire article is dedicated to the accountability of public officers. Section 1 of Article 11 states, public office is a public trust. Public officers and employees must, at all times, be accountable to the people, serve them with utmost responsibility, integrity, loyalty, and efficiency, act with patriotism and justice, and lead modest lives. These are the standards that all public officers must live by, considering that the highest public officials of the land are held to the highest standard. The Constitution provides for a special way of exacting accountability of said officials, and that is through the extraordinary action of impeachment. Impeachment refers to the power of Congress to remove a public official for serious crimes or misconduct as provided in the Constitution. It is a proceeding exercised by the legislative as representatives of the sovereign to vindicate the breach of the trust reposed by the people in the hands of the public officer by determining the public officer's fitness to stay in the office. It is a process that is sui generis, or on a class by itself, since impeachment not only involves legal, factual, and constitutional questions, but it also has a political aspect, owing largely to the fact that it is the duly elected representatives of the people, the members of the House of Representatives, as well as the Senate, who are given the sole and exclusive power to initiate and ultimately decide all cases of impeachment. Lilinawin po natin, hindi lahat ng kawani ng gobyerno ay maaaring dumaan sa prosesong ito. Ang impeachment ay isang pambihirang kapangyarihan na nakalaan lamang para sa mga pinakamatataas na pinuno na itinalaga ng ating saligang batas. Under Section 2, Article 11 of the 1987 Constitution, the power of impeachment is limited to a specific and exclusive list of high-ranking officials. These are the only officials who can be removed through this process. The impeachable officials include 1. The President, 2. The Vice President, 3. The members of the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice, and the Associate Justices, 4. The members of the Constitutional Commissions. This include the Commission on Elections, the Commission on Audit, and the Civil Service Commission. 5, and the last, is the Ombudsman. Again, the list is strictly exclusive. It also defines the grounds for which these officials may be removed from office. Specifically, 1. Culpable violation of the Constitution. 2. Treason. 3. Bribery. 4. Graft and corruption. 5. Other high crimes. And last, as number 6, betrayal of public trust. Section 3 of the same Article 11 of the Constitution outlines the procedure for impeachment from the filing of a complaint by a member of the House of Representatives or by any Filipino citizen to the actions to be taken by the House of Representatives and the Senate in initiating and trying the case for impeachment. The first paragraph of Section 3 states, the House of Representatives shall have the exclusive power to initiate all cases of impeachment. The term initiate has been further defined in the case of Francisco versus House of Representatives, where the Supreme Court held that initiation of impeachment proceedings takes place by the act of filing and referral or endorsement of the impeachment complaint to the House Committee on Justice. The second paragraph of Section 3 states the manner of filing of a complaint and the process to be followed by the House and the committee in taking up such a complaint. For the information of everybody present today and the public who are watching us online, allow me to read the said paragraph in its entirety. Section 3, paragraph 2, a verified complaint for impeachment may be filed by any member of the House of Representatives or by any citizen upon a resolution of endorsement by any member thereof, which shall be included in the order of business within 10 session days and referred to the proper committee within 3 session days thereafter. The committee, after hearing and by a majority vote of all its members, shall submit its report to the House within 60 session days from such referral, together with the corresponding resolution. The resolution shall be calendared for consideration by the House within 10 session days from receipt thereof. The final paragraph of Section 3 states that the Congress shall promulgate its rules on impeachment to effectively carry out the purposes of this section. Thus, the rules of procedure on impeachment proceedings in the 19th Congress, which will govern our impeachment proceedings, was adopted for the 20th Congress on July 28, 2025, and was published on July 29, 2025 in the Philippine Star and the Manila Standard. Dahil ito ang unang pagpupulong ng komite tungkol sa impeachment complaints laban kay Pangulong Ferdinand Bongbong R. Marcos Jr. Pagtuunan po natin ng atensyon ang mga probisyon ng saligang batas na ito. Under our Constitution, an impeachment complaint may be filed by any citizen against any of the impeachable officers, provided that the complaint must be accompanied by a resolution of endorsement by any member of the House of Representatives. Ang De Jesus impeachment complaint na natanggap ng komite ay may kalakip na resolution of endorsement ni Representative Nisay at tatawagin natin siya maya-maya upang kanyang pagtibayin ang kanyang pag-endorso sa De Jesus impeachment complaint. Ang Masa et al. Impeachment complaint na natanggap ng komite ay may endorsement naman ni na Representative Tinio, Representative Elago, and Representative Co na atin ding tatawagin maya-maya upang pagtibayin ang kanilang pag-endorso sa masa impeachment complaint. Pagkatapos nating marinig ang pagpapatibay ng mga pag-endorso ni Representative Nisay sa De Jesus impeachment complaint at sa pagpapatibay ng endorso ni na Representative Tinio, Representative Elago, and Representative Co para naman sa Masa et al. Impeachment complaint, we shall then proceed to the determination of sufficiency in form and sufficiency in substance as provided in our rules. Section 3 of the Rules of Procedure in Impeachment Proceedings states that the impeachment complaint is verified by an affidavit that the complainant has read the complaint and that the allegations therein are true and correct of his personal knowledge and based on authentic records. It further provides that an impeachment complaint required to be verified, which contains a verification based on information and belief, or upon knowledge, information, and belief, or lacks a proper verification, shall be treated as an unsigned impeachment complaint. Section 4 of the rule states that upon due referral, the committee shall determine whether the complaint is sufficient in form. If the complaint is found to be insufficient, it shall be returned to the Secretary General, who shall then return it to the complainant with a written explanation of the insufficiency. Conversely, if the complaint is found sufficient in form, the committee shall immediately proceed to determine its sufficiency in substance. Under Section 5 of the rules, the requirement of substance is met if there is a recital of facts constituting the offense charged and determinative of the jurisdiction of the committee. If the committee finds that the complaint is not sufficient in substance, it shall dismiss the complaint and shall submit its report to the plenary. If the complaint is found to be both sufficient in form and substance, we will then proceed with notices and filing of pleadings, and thereafter can we only proceed with the hearing proper to determine whether there are sufficient grounds for impeachment and ultimately whether or not there is probable cause to impeach the respondent in the complaint. Sa pagkakataon pong ito, mga kasamang miyembro ng Justice Committee, let the Chair read our ground rules which will guide us in our entire proceeding. 1. May 39 na regular members tayo sa committee. Ang quorum ay 1/5. Ibig sabihin, 8 miyembro ng committee ang kailangan to establish a quorum. 2. Ex officio members, Speaker, Deputy Speakers, Majority and Minority Leaders and Deputies. At ang Chairperson ng Committee on Accounts ay kasama sa bilang may boses at may boto. 3. Kung mayroong miyembro na may gustong sabihin, makipag-ugnayan lang sa Committee Secretary para maisama kayo sa listahan. Salita ng pagsasalita ng miyembro ng minorya, mayorya, at may 5 minuto ang bawat gustong magsalita. 4. Sisikapin natin na unahin ang miyembro ng minorya na susundan ng miyembro ng mayorya sa kanilang pahayag. 5, kung mayroong lalabis sa 5 minuto, pagbibigyan natin sila sa second at sa mga susunod pa na rounds. As we begin this solemn process, let us be reminded that our names will be etched in the history, not by the positions we hold, but by the courage and integrity we demonstrate in this hall. We stand here today as the voice of the sovereign Filipino people. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Let us proceed with order, dignity, and fairness. May God bless us all. Before we proceed, we would like to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Chino Miguel D. Almario from the 2nd District of Davao Oriental. Thank you, Kong. The Honorable Laarni Lavin Roque from the 4th District of Bukidnon. Thank you, Congresswoman. The Honorable Maria Renee Ann Lourdes G. Matibag from the 1st District of Laguna. Thank you. The Honorable Jose Joboy S. Aquino II from the Lone District of City of Botuan. Thank you, Kong. The Honorable Ramon Rodrigo L. Gutierrez from the One Rider Party List. Thank you for coming. The Honorable King George Leandro Antonio V. Colliantes from the 3rd District of Batangas. Thank you. The Honorable Senior Deputy Majority Leader Lawrence R. Defensor. Thank you, SDML. The Honorable Deputy Speaker Christine Singson Mihan. Thank you for coming, DS. The Honorable Deputy Speaker Yasser Alonto Balindong. Thank you, DS. The Honorable Deputy Majority Leader Honorable Munir N. Arbison Jr. Thank you for coming. The Honorable Alisa Micaela Mica M. Gonzalez, Deputy Majority Leader. The Honorable Ana Victoria Veloso Tuason, Deputy Majority Leader. The Honorable Laila M. De Lima, Deputy Minority Leader. Thank you, ma'am. The Honorable Stephen James T. Tan, Deputy Minority Leader. The Honorable Zia Alonto Adjong from the 1st District of Lanao del Sur. The Honorable Patrick Michael D. Vargas, Deputy Majority Leader. And of course, with us also as endorser is the Honorable Representative Sarah Jane I. Elago of Gabriela Party List. And of course, Representative Mauricio G. Dumogan, Vice Chair of the Committee on Justice. Maraming salamat po for all your presence in today's hearing. We now proceed to the...
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Lord Suwan is recognized.
Before we proceed, for the information of the public, may we know what the effect of the latest resolution of the Supreme Court is on the proceedings which we are about to undertake?
Of course, we are very much aware of the recent resolution of the Honorable Supreme Court denying with finality the motion for reconsideration filed by the House of Representatives to the decision declaring the then articles of impeachment unconstitutional. So the question of the Honorable Suwan is with respect to the effect, consequence, implication of this resolution with respect to the present impeachment proceeding against the President. May we know the members who wish to enlighten the committee on this.
Madam Chair, if I
The
may.
Honorable Zamora is recognized. Vice Chair Bel Zamora.
The resolution dated January 29 of the Supreme Court has no bearing, has no effect on the proceedings in this committee regarding the impeachment complaints, the 2 impeachment complaints against the Vice President. We should recall that the resolution was made as a response to the motion for reconsideration filed by the House of Representatives in relation to the impeachment complaint filed by the House of Representatives or initiated by the House of Representatives against the Vice President last year. The